Hey y'all. Hey y'all. Hey y'all. Welcome back to Save the Day with Tara. Hey guys. Good Sunday. I hope you guys are having a good Sunday, good start, middle, or end, depending on when you're watching this video and when it decides to upload, because I've been having some technical difficulties. I was about to say that real fast and it's going to come out odd. But anyway, I've been having some problems with uploading and stuff. I'm pretty sure it has to do with the processing and everything on my phone. I would like to get something that is a little more high processing, but y'all, I'm cheap. I'm not gonna lie, I'm cheap. We got goals, we got debt goals and stuff, and I don't have time to be paying extra for things that I don't need if something else still works. You know what your mama used to say, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. All right. So, all right, guys, today we are doing my August, and also my first paycheck budget, which is already done, but we're going to go over it. And then I need to stuff my cash wallet. I'm going to do one of the savings challenge. I'm probably going to do another one as well, just to kind of get it all caught up, because I'm just starting to do collabs on Thursday, which it's still going to be collabs with straight stuff as well. You know, I'm trying to figure it all out. But one of these I do want to stuff because I have the bill in the denomination. It's my reserve challenge, so I want to do that. So, and then along the way, I just want to talk about the state of the economy, not political, just in general, you know, and how perceptions can cause realities. And that's with a lot of people, how perceptions can cause reality. So let's go ahead, let's get started. I have my little trusty Walmart gift card bookmark here. Ha! Anything can be a big bookmark, guys. Anything can be a good bookmark. Hey, you know what, guys? I want to thank you for being here. I forgot to say that. Thank you, everybody. New subscribers, old subscribers, people just passing through. Everybody, I want to thank you for being here. I want to thank you guys for getting me up to 750 subscribers. What do I have? I have 250 more to go, so I can make my goal of 1,000. That's very cool. Also, just real quick, today I posted in my Christmas story video that I actually did this freebie for you guys. And so I've already cut mine out because I want to use it, but there's a freebie out there just for following along and participating. And it's just, of course, you know, these are like roll-in saves, or you can put the denomination in there that you want, you know, in regards to how much you want to save for each. And this one is open the present. So it's played like shut the box. You get to do this as many times as you want. I love it. I'm loving it. So, and I'm coming out with something else in regards to that. I keep saying that, and then I need to do my shop. Ugh. I'm such a procrastinator. Anyway, let's go ahead and let's get started. So I have a new way of looking at this. I always get a new way each month, don't I? Anyway, I have a new way of looking at this. And this is how I have the format for this particular month. A couple of things that I have going on. I actually wanted to start a sinking fund for the dishwasher and my car repair, but that, y'all, is 86th because the dishwasher went out last week. So my husband went ahead and took money out of the other emergency fund and just went ahead and purchased the dishwasher. So we should be getting that this upcoming Thursday. And I'm going to tell you, you never know how lazy you are until something you use all the time that automated your life breaks down. And Lord knows we have gotten lazy. So now we are hand washing dishes, and oh my God. Well, it is what it is, but it's whew, bless our hearts. The next thing is the car air repair, and you'll see that in here. I was going to do start a sinking fund for that and get that within the next maybe 5 to 6 months, but I can't do that because my air just went out totally. And with me being perimenopausal and hot flashes and getting hot, I was like, no, I can't go without air. Any other time, I don't mind. I've done that before. I went years without air. However, right now I can't do it just because of my body composition as a result of all these erratic hormones. So that is coming out, actually taking the car in on Monday, tomorrow, to get looked at. So we have round about maybe $1,600 for that, but I don't know. Kind of scared. I hope the compressor needs a recharge. I hope that's it, because if not, then the expense is going to get a little higher. All right. I still need to replace the Just my priority to replace the windshield, the car windshield this month. I plan to do that in the middle of the month now. And so I had to rearrange some monies for that too. The goal is to have 2 no-spend weekends, which was this past weekend or this weekend. And also, I think the next one I picked was the end of the month. Or actually the weekend that I worked. It's not on this one, but it's in another one. But I'm having, yeah, I think it's this one. Because I worked this weekend. No spend. I'm going to put a little thing on it, but I'm going to put this right here for right now. All right. So far I've been doing okay. I haven't gotten anything, and it's getting tight there because I wanted to get something, and I'm glad I did this because now I realize, nope, no spend weekend. And at least one no spend week. I'm thinking around about this last week here, going in from the weekend to the whole week to see how that goes. So anywho, I canceled my cleaner's contract. So this is another thing that now we have to do our own cleaning. It's okay. I know. I'm sounding like all pathetic and stuff about it. But honestly, I was cleaning before I got this house, and we only had the cleaners for about a year. So I act like I'm too good to clean, so I can do that. And we already did that. We verified to see if we needed to pay insurance for this month, and no, we don't need to. So that's about it. And over here, I just documented, hey, when does my water bill and sewer bill come out? There every other month. And this month it was the water bill. I budgeted for the wrong thing, but I fixed it. All right, guys. So this is just a calendar. Let me know when things come out. As you know, nothing's really changed. Nothing's been added. Nothing's been deleted. So that's awesome. Now we're coming over here to the actual month. And it is raggedy, y'all. I had to white out, unwhite. There's 5 different colors on here. Things I highlighted. Y'all see it. Sometimes you got to do that. Sometimes you do your budget and then something occurs and you have to redo your budget. And then, like, I think right now, it's 8/4. So it should be a little more solidified in regards to what's going on. And so, as a lot of you guys know, we have a child that's in a mental health residential home. In addition, we have the mortgage payment. The reason why I do my budget like this, even though it's just my check that I'm budgeting, is because my goal is to always understand what is coming out of the house so I don't frivolously spend, and I make sure I stay on my goal of paying off my debt and not overspending. Okay. So we have I get 3 paychecks this month. This second paycheck is the one that I plan to actually do, put into some of these things over here. So, we'll get to that. And that's why stuff is highlighted. So, all right, we have my paycheck, we have my bonus money, we have our house account that money's going to come from. And then we also have other sources that takes care of these 2 guys right here. All right, so the sewer bill, nothing's really changed. My student loan, Hulu, AT&T, Nicor, that's our gas. So my artwork, electricity, insurance, and our internet. So altogether, 13,566 is what our bills are for the month that I have to be mindful of. 13,566. Okay, and of those, the 382, 114, and 515 come out of my paycheck. So then, okay, we have our cash envelopes down here, and for groceries, I said I wasn't going to do groceries. I talked to my husband about his bad grocery habit. Bless his heart, because he loves buying groceries for whatever reason. It's a pastime. So anywho, went ahead and talked to him about that. So he's going to cut back on that because the bill was really high last month. And so we went through the refrigerator, did an inventory, and I was like, hey, we're fine. We are fine. Let's cook what's in the house. All right, so mine is $50 every paycheck. Every time I get paid is when I get to take money out for it. And that's going to go to basically cover like my lunches and stuff, anything that I get that has to do specifically with lunches at work. We have the pet care, that's $37.50 3 times this month. Giving comes out of my paycheck because that's what I do. My husband gives in his way as well. My gas has come down. I started using an app on gas, and because I'm working on not really going a whole lot of places, my goal is to bring my gas bill down for the car. And so I'm now budgeting $65 a week for 5 weeks. So, and it's 5 weeks this month. Spending is 5 weeks, so that's $20 a week, and that's $100. Family is 10. So it's each is $10 a week, so that's $50 due to 5 weeks. My dining out, I put junk food. is same thing as the spending, $20 a week. Date nights, $10 a week. So that's why. And these are like, 150, and then same thing with miscellaneous is $10 a week. That's 50. We have personal, that's 5, 25, and household is 5, and that is 25 as well. Okay, over here, same thing I have every month. I put $4,500 towards my student loan. Now this says 8-9, but this is really 9-9. This is a month ahead. So whatever is taken out this month is for the next month. Synchrony, same thing. And then, well, actually, Synchrony over here is the same thing. This goes into savings. And then I owe my husband money, so I have to transfer that money over to him. He paid for something off of his credit card, so I'm just paying his credit card off because I had to replace my credit card, so I needed to get something, and I ended up buying it off using his credit card. All right, so we have this 90 here you see, that's for my subscriptions. And the 660 I owe because I got some pool stuff. So that is coming from, I decided to take that out of my paycheck. I was going to take it out of a sinking fund, but I decided I'm just going to take it out of my paycheck. That's just going to be less I get to save. So, and this was when we bought the new pool cover and the pool ladder. So that's what that's for. Come down here, the $1,600 are sinking funds. Even though it says sinking fund here, this is really expensive. At the time that I originally did this, I didn't have room over here. And I know I do now, but I had to go back and revamp it. So $1,600 for car repair for the air. That might end up being more. But for right now, it's $1,600. This shows blue. This is coming out of my second check. $400 for the window. I know I said $600 on the other page, but the more I got to looking into it, it's going to be between $200 and $400 to replace the windshield. Then my goal is I was supposed to fund up the vacation fund and the Christmas fund, but I reduced these amounts so that I would not have to come out of my sinking funds to pay for pay on the credit card for the pool supplies, and also to help out with the window. So sometimes that's what you have to do. I really want to have money for vacation and a little more money for Christmas, but I'm doing all this other saving for Christmas, so that's good. And then I was in that Christmas collaboration, so I got $105 from that, so that's good. And I'm like, you know what, I'm okay. We don't do a whole lot of gift exchange and stuff, so I think I'm going to have enough money, and hopefully it'll be at least be funded up to about $900 by the time we have our Christmas event. All right, so car maintenance fund is going to be funded up to $250. Anything that has to do with this window repair that doesn't come out of, not window, but this air conditioner repair that doesn't come out of the house account is going to come out of an emergency fund. And this is cash on hand. So I'm going to have cash on hand, $250 over to the car maintenance, and condos fees is going to be fully funded after I get this $300 in there. And that's going to be fully funded for everything that's due by the end of the year. All right, last but not least, the guys, we have their 529 plan. That's $200 a piece each month. So that's in there. My Charles Schwab, which is my outside investments, $300 goes there a month. The grandbabies, we have $40 a week for them. It's 5 weeks, so that's $200. And other monies that goes into savings and savings challenges. So 563, 837, and 200. Now, is that going to happen, y'all? I really honestly don't know, because like I said, money's fungible, stuff moves. So altogether, we have 20, that's not right, is it? Yeah, 27, really? Okay, 27 in income, 13 in bills, so 27,108 in income, 13,566 in bills, 1,037 in the cash envelope, 4,050 in sinking funds, and like I said, the car repairs in there, and 5,955 in debt, and 2,500 is going towards some sort of savings. So that's what we have for the month of, what is this? The month of August, okay? And so for my first check, basically, it's just, I got to be mindful of the things that are coming out the first part of this month, because like I said, we're kind of top heavy. So that's going to be the car repair, sewer, Hulu, and NICOR. Then I went ahead and said I'm going to take everything out for the first paycheck, even whatever it's supposed to be for the 2 weeks. I just went ahead and I did it, with the exception of the gas, because I didn't want to overspend on gas. But for this, whatever gets spent is what gets spent. That's it, y'all. That's it. And I said that to myself. If I'm done before the end of 2 weeks, that's on me, and I got nothing. So I'm really trying to force myself not to spend a lot of money. Once again, $22.50 is designated for student loans, $308 for Synchrony. Got my husband paid, and $330 I decided to take it out of my actual first paycheck, so I'm dividing it up between checks. So $330 of the pool supplies, I'm just going ahead and paying on the pool on the credit card. The boys, they're let me put that there. And the 89 is already actually all these 4250 and 308. Those are going to be the actuals. That's not changing. This didn't change either. And so this one didn't either. This already has came out, and this has came out. These two are still up in the air. I'm trying to get better at putting, I'm trying to get better at actually filling this column out. But anywho, so nothing for the sinking funds. And like I said, the boys' money already came out. The swab, what do you call that? Auto transfer has already occurred. Ended up getting this money out for the kids for the 2 weeks. And then this is all I have left, $23. That's from my paycheck without touching the house account, $23. And I just was like, forget it. I'm just going to leave it in the bank. So that's about it. That's how my check's going to roll for this month. And the biggest thing is going to be how much is this car repair going to cost? And how much is night quarter going to cost? Because everything else is pretty much already set in stone. So, let's see. Let's check out what I did for our last, what you call it? Hold on. I got to make sure y'all can't see this. I should have did this before. Now y'all gonna look. Y'all be like, well, what is it, Tara? Nothing. It's none of y'all business. Nothing was left in gas. Groceries. What did I have left over from groceries? I had that. That wasn't. I put that in the wrong thing. This is gas, y'all. So we had 8 left from gas. I'm going to put that over here. Groceries. We had $1 in household. I'm going to leave that in there. I'm just going to roll it forward. Let's see. This was for the pets. I have to document that. All right. I had to get the some pads. No. What did I get? Food. I had to go get the food. Nothing left in miscellaneous. Giving, y'all. Giving. Let me tell you what. I have 40 left in giving. And I'm going to tell you why. There was this lady. I left my keys in one spot, and she gave me my keys, right? And then I had left my phone in a different spot after I had left the thing. And I was like, you know what? She could have took my phone. Anything could have happened. So I just gave her $10. I was like, I felt like that was a good deed, and no good deed goes unrecognized. So anyway, I have $15 that I need to deposit back into the bank. I did a return on something, and so I need to deposit that back into the bank. Spending, man, y'all, spending. I have 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 left, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of that needs to go to the bank, and 10 of that can go over here. I went to, what do you call that? I went over to Office Max and printed some copies. Okay, eating, I have $5. I'm going to take that out and save that. Date night. What do we have for date night? We have $20 left for date night. I'm tip lady, so family fun, we have $10. Nothing for the G babies. It's over there, so I'm going to have to exchange it out. And then we have this. So let's do that. And then I have this change left. I got to start counting this change up. We probably have a lot of change. So when I talk about the state of the economy, guys, I think my opinion is going to be unpopular compared to other people's opinions. Because I do understand that it is rough out there for many individuals. It is. And it's rough. It's rough out there for many individuals. And I'm not discounting anybody's experience. I will say that, man, I'm gonna tell you what, it's rough. It's constantly rough. It's rough all the time. I just think with social media, because the news outlets were the ones first that were able to be like, oh, it's this, it's that. But now with social media, wow, it looks like it's even worse. And for some of it is. I'm not gonna say it's not. For some of us it is. And for some of us, I think that we are not doing possibly the best we can with how we utilize our money, okay? And I say that because I have watched some things. Let me count this, y'all. It's 1, 50, 70. Oh, God. Okay, so that's 100. We're going to use the calculator that I don't have. Okay, that's 150. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so that is 250. 1, 2, 3. So 250 and 60, that is 310. 310, 320, 330, 340, 350, 360, 370, 380, 390, 400, 410, 20, 420, 425, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 51. So 451 is kind of like what I'm going to be stuffing and doing today. So the first thing I have on here is gas, and we are going to give it 3 20s and a 5. But you know, when I first graduated from college, the same thing was happening with Gen Xers. You know, buying a house was hard. Groceries, we have $50 for groceries. Buying a house was hard. Of course, you know, I had just graduated from college. I shouldn't have been thinking about trying to buy a house. Housing was expensive for me. I felt like it was expensive. I can't say for anybody else. And I know people are like, well, but it was just like $500-$600. You're right, it was. But when you're not making a lot, it is expensive. The job market sucked. Oh my God. Household is 2.5. The job market sucked. I'm not even going to lie. The job market, it was not good. And you can go back and see news reports about pets. Pets is, how much is pets, guys? Pet care is a 20, a 10, a 5, and a 1. A 20, 10, a 5, and a 1. It's supposed to be 37, and I gave it 36. Oh, raggedy. 20, a 10, a 5, and a 1. That's okay. That's all right. I'll just get it next time. My bad. But the job market wasn't good. It was hard to find. It was really hard to find jobs. And, you know, you think about it, like we literally I had to look through the paper to get it, use headhunters, and headhunters are not cheap at all. I didn't have really any good experience because I was a single mom of kids, and so it was hard for me to do internships. All right, miscellaneous, we have miscellaneous. Tar, did you not take the money out for miscellaneous? I sure didn't. This is what happens. I was watching the Olympics yesterday, y'all, and I sure wasn't paying attention, was I? Okay, I had to rush, and I had been up since 3 in the morning. All right, so we have 4 10s, 10, 20, 30, 40. But one thing that I didn't know that I needed was a career and not a job. That's the way that the United States is running. It's running off of careers and not a job, even though there are individuals, because they are needed to most definitely run and work these other service positions. It was like if I needed to kind of make it, I knew I needed a career and not just a job. Eating out is 4. Gets 4 10s as well. 1, 2, 3, 4. So, you know, we had those problems too. I still had to work up. Minimum wage, salary. I was salary. I've been salary for a long time, which salary sucks. It just really sucks. I didn't put date night on here. I didn't put nothing. Family entertainment got 2 10s. No, because date night was supposed to get a 10. Woo, what was I doing yesterday? Date night gets a 10, and family ENT or entertainment gets a 10. Lord bless my heart, y'all. So, I mean, I can easily say keep your head up. Personal gets 2 5s and household gets 2 5s. I can easily say, hey, keep your head up and everything's going to be okay. But at the same time, when I went through this, 2 5s, what am I doing, y'all? Did I already give personal 2 5s? Yes, I did. I already gave personal 2 5s. So I think what I'm going to do then is I'm going to give this, instead of giving it, not personal, bless my heart, household already got 2 5s. I think what I'm going to do is give miscellaneous the 2 5s because I did not get the 2 5s out for miscellaneous. Okay. And so we have 20, 40, 60, 80 is still, who gets a 20? Pet care. What is this extra? Oh, this is for the grandbabies. That's right. That's for the grandbabies. I have to put that up in a different thing. So I'm just going to say hang in there because it sucked. It really sucked applying for job after job after job after job. And I can say this, I was talking with one of my collabs acquaintances, Tessa, and like I explained to her, for me, as far as looking for a job right now, that really sucked is that ageism. I I don't feel like I look 50, but I don't dye my hair and I don't wear makeup. So, of course, I probably look older. And depending on the position, a lot of people want younger people in the position, whether it's they're concerned about older individuals and them having maybe set ways and not knowledge, but more set ways, or they're worried about older individuals and health concerns. Either way, I'm in a bracket of ageism. So I just want to say, hang in there because, we aren't the only ones that ever been through this problem. We think that we are, but other individuals have been through this, and our parents, their parents, they just have. And I know this isn't, for some, it's like, okay, this isn't encouraging, Tara, but it's just hold on in there. Hold in there, guys. Hold in there. All right, so I am going to, this goes to the grandkids. We'll go ahead and we'll stuff that because I think I'm behind on them anyway. And so just hang in there, guys. The other thing is in regards to the state of the economy is, when we talk about food and stuff, guys, one of the things I'm really, really going to suggest is, guys, work on your taste buds, learn to eat things, add a lot of different things to your palate or your palate, and just be willing to experiment slowly but surely so that you can buy things that are reasonably priced. And pray that it's temporary, okay? Just pray that it's temporary. All right, so we have $20 for this week. So this is week 31. So we're going to go ahead and do yellow again for this because I grabbed it. So this is a week 30, August 4th. And then we're going to go ahead and do August 5th as well. We're going to do for today and we're going to start tomorrow. So we're just going to go ahead and do both for both the kids, okay? So I don't have to worry about doing this. Anyway, so if we look at being reasonable, and I know I see the little things out there on the internet, the reels, is like, I got McDonald's money, because you say your parents, they didn't have McDonald's money. I don't feed my kids. I feed my kids shrimp and crab and stuff like that. And you know what? Maybe right now we shouldn't do that. Maybe right now we shouldn't do that. Yes, I'm not saying we can't treat ourselves, but really when we look at our budgets, is that feasible? Is that something I should be doing? Because your goal also as the adult of the family is to be the best fiduciary you could be. You have to make sure that your family can eat, not just in the moment, but for the month, And sometimes I see people do that, and it's not just younger people, it's older people that still do that stuff too. And it's like, I know you want to have a break or something, but guys, we gotta, also, well, not a break, but a treat, but we also need to remember, hey, this is a moment in time and I just have to sacrifice. Be willing to sacrifice and to say, okay, I'm just going to have to bring out the crock pot. Okay, got to get that crock pot out. That's one of the things that my husband and I do is, well, my husband does a lot of the cooking more so now than I do. But that'll change in October. Anyway, so we do a lot of, what do you call that? Crock pot meals. We bake stuff. We buy food that is like manager special stuff. That's why we end up going every week to the grocery store and just kind of looking at things like what can we get, what we can buy, what is reasonable. He just has gone overboard. I'm gonna put this down here. He's gone overboard. All right, so we're doing the reserved. I have a $100 bill. When I was doing my cash exchange the other week, I had saw that I did have some bills that I was looking for. So I had to kind of do some cash exchange outs and stuff, and I was able to keep this bill. But anyway, so that's another thing just to kind of look at and say, okay, how can I make some adjustments in my food bill? Because we just got to sacrifice a little bit for right now as we're going through this time. The other thing too that I have, the biggest thing is living rich and being poor. And I think some other people have touched on this before. I know I had just listened to a Dave Ramsey where these people made $150,000 a year. And I know after taxes, it's not the same. I totally understand that. But they made $150,000 a year, had about maybe, God, had all this debt, all this consumer debt outside of the house, probably about $300,000 worth of consumer debt. Because if you listen to how it was done, it was more of an image thing. It's like your head got away with you. And if you stay on these internet streets looking at some of these influencers, you're going to believe that oh, I should be able to do this. I should be able to that. No, don't stop acting rich. Stop. If you ain't at your wage, stay within your wage. If you can't, don't be door dashing. I said that before. DoorDash can kill your budget. Make your food. You'd be surprised how much money you can save from DoorDash if you make your own, what do you call that? Your own coffee at home, if that's what you like. Write it into your grocery budget. And it will give you more time also to stop. Not stop, but leave a little later from home. Or you may be like, well, Tara, that's my treat. Well, make your own treat at home, because right now we are in a state that we have to conserve our money. Many of us have to conserve our money, and we need to look at it differently. Instead of always wanting a daily treat, we need to say, okay, I'm willing to sacrifice this. And, another thing is I'm willing to sacrifice this over this. So if I'm ordering food and I'm getting a daily coffee, it's like, which one of these am I going to do? I have a doctor I work with. You know what? Every day to work, he brings a sandwich and some chips and a cookie. That's it. And he drinks water. And this man, he got it. He didn't get this way from but that's what I'm saying, between the difference between acting rich and what do you call that? And living poor. Or in being poor, because it's okay to eat those type of sandwiches. You don't have to most definitely DoorDash all the time. I know we want variety and stuff, but we can cook variety when we get home. Y'all remember those crock pot meals? I don't know if you do. Maybe your mom, your grandma used to make. I know I made them. I'm the grandmama that made the crock pot meals. And, you come home from work, it's already done. Some people are like, well, I don't like casseroles. I don't this, I don't that. We got to start looking at what we're willing to do to help our budgets, okay? So the state of the economy, it can make you think that everything is so bad, right? It's so bad. But we also have to look at what are we doing to ourselves also to make our situation appear to be bad as well. If we're bleeding money out somewhere and we can help it, we can just look at our budget and say, hey, I really need to stop doing this, and then, hey, that's a good thing. Just look at your budget and see what you can do. I have this. I know y'all went off on a tangent. I'm sorry. I got to hurry up. It's 10, 15, 20, 1, 2, 3. So $23. $23. Where can I put this, guys? I don't know. You know what? I'm going to probably save this for later. Am I? No. You know what? I'm going to do this. I have a collab. And I want to put some money in this collab here because I think this is so cute. So I had a couple other things I wanted to say, but you know what? For the sake of like I said, I'm one. Excuse me. I do want to keep the peace in some things, but I get out here and I see stuff and I see people. Hopefully it's jokingly, but when you have an influencer on here joking about what they do and people actually follow it, it's like, no, you really shouldn't follow it if your budget doesn't allow you. I think that's one of the reasons why I like people like Mindy's Budgeting, I Desire Wealth, which is Desiree, and also Saving Seriously. And the reason why is because when you watch their channel, they literally go over their budgets. Sometimes people don't go over their budgets, but they do the savings challenges and stuff. And that's okay. That's their prerogative. But when I think about people, I think Amanda Budgets does this too. She goes over her budget too. But I think about people and I'm sorry guys, real quick. Amanda's budget, she is a gig worker. So hers is literally how she's budgeting her gig work, her and her husband's money. But when I see people do stuff like that, I think that it's way more realistic, especially for low income people, because it lets you see a variety of different incomes and how they are making their budgets work to be able to pay their bills, in addition to things like maybe doing consolidations on loans, which I don't necessarily agree with, but I understand some people have to do it, but using a consolidation loan, or how they're saving for a medical expense that's a monthly medical expense that they have to do, on top of paying other bills, or still tithing at the same time while they're also paying their bills. So I think that's really good. Me, I'm a heathen, so I don't tithe. Yeah, no, but we do give. We give more than what I actually budget for. Oh, I did that for $5. Let me put $5 in there. So we do that, and my budget is more so, yeah, it's true. My budget is more so for maybe a mid to lower high income earner. But you'd be surprised all the mid to lower high income earner people that live rich and are poor. There's people that make, some decent money, and they don't have money in their 401ks. They don't what do you call that? They don't have money in their 401ks. They don't have outside investments. And at my age, I'm 50. So it took me a while. It took me a couple of years to even get here. But they don't have 401ks. They have cars with car notes. They have a boat, jet skis. They have things that are visibly appealing, but at the same time is like causing them stress because they're having to pay these bills, and then they are also complaining about the state of the economy, and you're looking at them, and I am too, like, why? Because you have the money if you would just spend it properly. But that's what happens sometimes when some people get a little extra money. So guys, you know what, hang in there, go watch some. If you are having concerns about how to budget your money, I would suggest, you don't have to listen to everything he says, but I love Dave Ramsey because I love getting on there to see how I can make myself better when I listen to other people, and sometimes some of the advice that they give, or just to remind me to stay on this path. But Every Dollar is a good app. YNBO, I think, is another good app that's out there. I went and I looked for an actual budgeting platform that I can put it on a computer. However, everything now compared to when I was younger, everything is a subscription, and I'm not paying monthly to budget. Okay, I'm just not doing that. Then also another thing you can do is look at some of these other real low income budgeters. I'm not talking about the ones that do the saving challenges. I'm literally talking about the ones that allow you to look at their budget so you can understand, man, this is how I budget, because it's not as bad as you think. You just have to make some small sacrifices. Okay, guys? So yeah, the economy, it's rough. It's rough. It is rough out here. However, guys, it was rough when I was in my 20s and my 30s. It will never stop being rough. It is all about what we do and not taking advantage of these conveniences they've thrown in front of us, and actually reeling in and doing things that we need to do to be a good fiduciary for our families. Okay, guys, I am done preaching on that. I love you guys. I'm off. And you guys, if you like this type of content, don't forget to comment below. If you also have a comment in regards to just how do you budget, who's a good budgeter to watch that actually shows you the budget, shows low income budgets, and can help you guys. Someone who can help people actually learn how to budget their lower income, their mid income, so that they can maximize their money and not feel like this economy is tearing them down. Okay, name that person below. I have no problem with that. Name that person below so these individuals can watch. I want this to be a helpful platform for people. So comment below, like, share, subscribe, turn on those notification bells, and save the day. I'm going to see you in my next video.